Hi, this is Allison Waken with Studio Calico, and today I'm going to walk you through how I made this Project Life layout, starting with the digital side. Here I have a 6x6 photo that I want to break down into 3x3-inch squares to go into the 3-inch pockets. So one way that I do this is by setting up the guides at exactly the center of the photo, and then I just crop using the square crop tool to a 3x3-inch size and save each piece as its own photo. And then I can drag those pieces onto a 4x6 or a 5x7 canvas depending on what size I'm printing in. I find it easiest to just print everything the same size, makes it easy to order or print on my home computer. So here I'm just starting a new piece at 4x6, and then I'm just going to drag the pieces over. This I could have just done as one piece, but I wanted to show you how I broke it up. So I would just do that, save it, and then print it. Here's another card that I'm doing digital, and this is using the stamps from the kits this month. And always start a new layer when you're working with stamps. That way you can resize it, you can adjust the color, do all that fun stuff without affecting the rest of the piece. So here you'll see I just used the little book stamp. I'm going to add the reading stamp on a new layer. And this way you can move these around. Here I'm going to adjust the opacity of the book to match my TV on the other side. And I'm planning on cutting these out, but I didn't know if I wanted the stamps in the center or not. So I'm just going to print these as 3x4s basically, and then cut them out later. So here I am going to create 3x3-inch squares of photos that I've saved from the internet for my Project Life spread. And I'm going to use the square shape tool, size it to 3" by 3", and the colors just to show me where the square is at. So I'm making this square. I'm going to duplicate the square because I want to do 2 on this 4x6" canvas. And then I'm going to place the photo that I saved onto this canvas. And what this is going to allow me to do is basically make this photo into a square super easily. So I'm going to make sure that that photo layer is on top of the square layer that I'm going to put it into, and go to Layer Clipping Mask, and that's going to clip it or make it go into that square or the layer underneath. So this makes it so I know exactly where the photo is cropped. There's no question about if it will fit, and just makes it really easy to cut and use later on. So here I'm going to do it again to my second photo, and this makes it really easy, like I said, to know where the square is. Obviously, you could print this as 3x4s and cut the squares out. I just prefer this way because there's no question. I've printed things out before and then didn't quite work, so I had to reprint it again. This makes it so that we don't have to do that. So I'm going to place this photo in here, flatten it, save it as a regular JPEG, and print it with the rest of my photos. Here we're going to start the layout, and here's the photos that I printed that we made, that I showed you how to make in Photoshop, and really easy to cut into those squares, and I know that they're going to fit perfectly in that square page protector. And I ended up on those stamped pages just cutting them slightly off-centered because I wanted to use these arrows. So it made it easier that I didn't make it into a square in Photoshop, because I would have ended up changing where I wanted the stamps to be laid out. I did make a couple of other digital photos, like the cactus there with the cactus stamp, and I had made those earlier and had planned to use them on a different layout, but ended up wanting to use them here, which happens quite a bit. I love to print photos, as you can see in the bottom left, just print them all out into sizes that I normally use, so 4x6, 3x3, and 3x4, and then kind of move them around and use them as I go. That's the way that I choose to do it and the way that I work the fastest. So here I am picking the photos that I want to complete this layout, trimming them, picking Project Life cards, and I always find it easiest to limit my supplies. And I say that all the time, but I really think that's the key to working quickly. So using just the Project Life kit, the main kit here, makes this process go so much faster. I'm not digging through just piles of pieces to use. And then I can add in if I'm running low from the add-on kits, or just use an add-on kit to make the spread. I'm just adding finishing touches. I'm committing these embellishments to the layout by sticking them, gluing them, stapling them on. I always do that last. I like to move things around a little bit, as you can see. So I like to say I commit those things last. And here's the finished layout. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out studiocalico.com for more inspiration.